Hi, I'm Ray. Today we're going to sow some broad beans, and we're October now, and it's a good opportunity to get some broad beans for early crops. And there's a few varieties that we can sow, and they're Aquadulce Claudia, Bunyard's Exhibition, and this one we've got here is the Sutton, which is a dwarf broad bean. And the dwarf broad bean is ideal for small gardens, or whether your garden's exposed to high winds, these are a perfect choice. So let me show you what we're going to grow. So today we're going to be planting some broad beans, and the broad beans we've got here today are the Wilko's Bunyard's Exhibition, and these are sow October to May, harvest June to August, and these were £1, but we're going to do it into these seed trays, and we're also going to try some into a pot. So I've got a fairly deep tray, and I've got some old reused compost, and we're filling up the trays. And these are fairly big cells. I'm just firming them down. Like so. Then we're going to make 2 dents with 2 fingers, and we're going to put 2 broad bean seeds in. And there's talk which way to go round, whether bottom side, up side, but the general thought is to put them on the side so the water doesn't sit on the top and rot the seed. If they're in edgeways, then the water will just run down off the sides. But whether you put them that way up, sideways, doesn't make much difference. But I always tend to put mine on the side, so just 2 in each of these. 2. This compost is quite wet already, so we don't need to worry too much. So 2, 2, 2, 2. There we go. That's our broad bean seeds in. And then we're just going to cover it up with a bit more of the old compost. Firm it down. And there we go. Don't forget a label. Bunyard's Exhibition. So the remainder we're going to use this square pot, or round pot, and we're just going to put some in here, and we'll grow them in a pot. So these are the remaining ones we got, and again on the side, 1, 2, that's a white one there, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll put 6 in this pot here. And then when these grow, they can be separated out into the single plants, and then it gives it a bit more space for them to grow in a larger pot. So that's our 2 pots. Now we need to label it, and we're going to label them this time. Here we go. And we're going to write Bunyard's Exhibition. So that's our broad beans sowed, and we'll come back and we'll watch them grow and then we'll plant them out into the garden. So this is our Barnyard exhibition broad beans. These are the ones we've done in the pot. You can see the roots are coming through, and these are the ones in the trays. We did 2 cells, 2 beans per cell, and every one of the beans has come through. So it's not too cold down here today, so I'm going to put these out in the garden, get them going. These are great bulb planters, not just for bulbs, but for making holes for mini pot plants, mini pots. I quite often use the small pots, and this is ideal. So there's a bit sticky in here. So 9 inches hole, and in they go. So these were started around Christmas. The ones in the polytunnel, if you're a past viewer, then you would have seen that the ones in the polytunnel have just gone, well, they've just gone crazy. Just that little bit of warmth inside has got them going so much quicker. So 9 inches. So now this is making the start of my traditional allotment bed. And this is what I wanted to do to copy what my dad did. Sadly he died last year during the COVID, and this is a memory to my dad's allotment. So this is looking good. So good to get stuff in. So in the pots we've still got some plants, and as you can see these are quite grown, so I'm just going to split these up in their own individual sections, and they can just be still continually planted along. So we've not quite got enough for a whole row. Which is a bit of a shame. But we're not far off. So let's get those in. To be totally honest, I'm not a great fan on broad beans. But I do like the way they grow, and the way that they send out runners from the bottom once established, so you could get 2 or 3 plants from the same root. And a lot of my allotment holders, they don't tend to do theirs very early, which is fine, but they are eating mine at Easter time, especially the ones in the tunnel, and I don't mind that at all. It's good to share. So here we go. That's just a couple short. That's so frustrating. Never mind. So there we go. I'm not going to water these now. Let's reduce some rain. We can actually feel the rain now, but it is supposed to rain. So there's our line of broad beans. So if you're looking for other vegetables to grow for autumn sowings, take a look at this video, and there's a lot more we can choose from in October. So thank you for watching. Cheers!